In the know.
Good evening, everyone.
In the know.
Tony Reeves, fire. Following the news in any way, shape, or form. No shortage of things to talk about. What does it mean? What will it bring? This is a reality we simply have to accept. Tony Reeves, fire. Tony Reeves. Let's go ahead and get started.
This is going to be a tough one, so bear with me. I wanted to follow up the discussion I talked about surviving the process, where people come to me and say the only treatment that you can get is through free clinics. How can you, or what can you do to support your case? Let's talk about the problems that you experience, and then we'll spend the second half of the segment talking about, well, what do you need to do? First, it's a problem. Social Security knows it's a problem. When you go before a judge, they're fully aware that sometimes going to a free clinic or a low-income provider or a charitable provider is a beast. The reality is that you're one amongst many. And that can be frustrating, and that can be really, really disheartening, because you really need the individual care that you necessary to demonstrate how disabled you are. And unfortunately, you're in a tough spot. You're dealing with a lot of people. Also, there's gaps in treatment. Like, I can't tell you the number of times I've run across clients who literally have an appointment in January and the next one is not till April. Or they'll have an appointment in June, the next one is not till November. And that gets frustrating, because you know that you need to see the doctor more frequently, but unfortunately, the way the nature of the system works, they're so backlogged, you're just having to get in where you can fit in. I totally get that. Sometimes they can't provide you specialized treatment. A lot of times when you're going to these free clinics, you're seeing internal medicine doc, family practitioners, general practitioners. But like, let's say you have lupus or fibromyalgia and you need to see a rheumatologist. Maybe you hurt your back and you need to go see an orthopedist. Or, maybe you've got, problems with diabetes and need to go see an endocrinologist. The unfortunate thing is that a lot of these facilities, they don't have specialists. I'm just calling it like it is. A lot of these facilities, they don't have specialists designed to assist you. So a lot of times, all they can do is write your prescription to go to someone, but the specialists, they want money. They ain't trying to hear all that low income stuff. So now you're stuck. And sometimes they don't document your file to the level that you really wish they would. One of my colleagues made a very nice point to me that she was like, listen, I have to tell my clients all the time, the doctor is not in the business of helping you prove that you're disabled. It's not what they're there for. They're there to treat you. And unfortunately, when looking at their records, you can see that that's all they're doing, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. But unfortunately, it's not always as helpful to you for your Social Security case. So and that's really why you're watching this video, at least one of the reasons why, what can you do? Hang tight, we'll talk about that in a second when you come back.
Under the Social Security regulations, representatives are permitted to practice before the administrative agency anywhere in the country, which means that when you're looking for a representative, you can find someone who doesn't necessarily have to be in your state if you're just going before the administrative agency. So it's possible to have an attorney or representative who's from Utah, even though you may be in Georgia. And our office is actually no different. So if you're wondering which states we cover, check this out. Now the tricky part is once you have to sue the Social Security Administration. Under that situation, you want to have an attorney that's representing you in your jurisdiction. So if you have a representative who's in another state and you've gone all the way to the appeals council and you've been denied and you want to sue the Social Security Administration, make sure you ask that representative whether or not they can sue someone in that particular state.
Okay. First, regardless of how frustrating it is, keep going. Let me say this, I can't say it any clearer. Regardless of how frustrating it is, keep going. Don't just gloss over it. Don't just get frustrated and stop and flustered and say, I'm not doing this anymore. Keep going. Keep telling the doctors about the problems that you have. Don't sugarcoat it either. And this is one of the times where you may want to avail yourself of taking it upon yourself to educate your doc. Tell them about how important it is, and they know this, is you're not really telling them anything new, but you want to make sure you tell the docs, hey, what you write in my records really goes a long way towards me proving that I am disabled. I need you to help me to the best of your ability, because without you, I can't get clear, period. Also, let's say that they give you a prescription to go to a specialist. Awesome. Take that bad boy, do two things. One, try as many specialists as possible. And then if they tell you they can't help you, just ask them to put it in writing so that when you go to Social Security, you can show them that you made the effort, and that unfortunately that provider was not able to assist you. That's the first thing. Second of all, go back and make sure you tell your doctor of your efforts so that they can document in your file that, hey, I went to Dr. Jones, James, Jenkins, Kirby, Gonzalez, Patel, Moreau, all these different doctors, and unfortunately they won't take it because they are specialists, and by virtue of their system, they can't provide me any help. You'd be surprised how helpful it is when a doctor puts in there, hey, wrote a prescription for pain management, doctor. Unfortunately, they went to 3 or 4 different pain management doctors who are not able to provide assistance. Unfortunately, we can't do anything for them, but at least they're trying. Those things go a long way towards helping your case, because it shows Social Security that you have made the effort to avail yourself of the resources, but unfortunately there are no resources available. Trust me, you want to do everything possible to put your case in the best light, and showing that you've made the effort goes a long way towards doing so.
I want to thank all of you for engaging in the videos. Make sure you take the opportunity to send me any comments or send me any particular questions that you want me to have addressed here. As you know, this show is for you, and so the only way I can make sure that I can provide you some good information is if you provide me some good questions. Keep them coming, and right here on Q&A, Social Security Disability Today.